Morning, guys. Morning. Hope everybody had a good weekend, man. Thanks for the patience. Jay, hope all is well on your side. To all the guys that will be streaming in from YouTube, thanks for joining us here. This is the Quick Trade Trading Room. Can everybody see me? Hopefully you can. Testing, 1, 2. Good morning, everyone. Gerard, Zefferino, Mike McLean, Jay. Hope you had a good weekend. Mintimer, Ash, Chuck, Gerard, I saw your email. I'm going to give you a call today. Kudzai, Letabella, Michael Kane. Good morning. It's Monday morning. All right. Black Rose. Short on the AUD Swiss franc, short on the Euro Swiss franc. We'll check it out. Let's get through some notes here, guys. Quick Trade, remember, is a licensed financial service provider, guys, and a licensed over-the-counter derivatives provider. I see Zev, no, Zev. Maybe another day, Zev. Black Rose, are you brand new? Good morning. Also, don't forget, the trading support department is responsible for the trading room. We also assist clients with trading support. Hold of us on live chat, don't forget it. My email is available as well for you if you'd like to get in touch with myself and my colleague Roger. Guys, also a note, we are no longer streaming from Facebook. We are now on YouTube. We've changed our platforms. So if you'd like to go back and see the content of what we have, gone through, or the session that we had, please visit YouTube. Just look for Quick Trade and look for our subscriber list. I believe there is 2, but the one with the most subscribers. And then what you can also do is you can obviously join, follow, and then if you do click on the notification bell, whenever we do have a session, you obviously be pinged. You'll be informed of that specific session. All right. So we're no longer using Facebook, but we are now on YouTube. All right. Let me just get a quick one here. Black Rose, are you brand new? Please just let me know real quick. I just want to welcome you. And anyone else for that matter. Is there anyone that's brand new here this morning? Please let me know. We're going to get started. Started soon. All right. Charmaine says that is great news. Since all of us are not on Facebook, Ash. I'm not seeing the tie there, Laik. I'm not seeing the tie. Where's the tie? Oh, you haven't put it on yet. Oh, okay, no. Ash, can you see Laik J? He actually went and took out the tie. He said Chuck is also going to do it. I'm not so sure. Good morning. Are you guys ready to start? Are you guys ready to go? Mike, are you ready to go? Black Rose? No, Black Rose is not new. No, you're right. Black Rose is not new. Okay, all right, a scarf. Is it a scarf or a tie? You said tie there. Mr. W, good morning. Bongaletu, are you brand new? Good morning. Big G. Okay, Big G, you with us? You've been gone, eh? I was so overwhelmed with the market on Friday. I tried to log onto the trading room for support. It was crazy. In the theme, yeah, Jay, these things come with time. Change evolves, eh? And so we are extremely happy and we're delighted to see the progress. Roberto, good morning. I haven't seen you before. Good morning to you. Anyone else that's brand new that's joining me here, man? Guys, let's just welcome all our new trading room community members, guys. Let's make sure that they feel welcome. All right. Zeph says, now I know why Ash doesn't wear. Zeph, I had one on yesterday, just so you know. Maybe this thing is working. Maybe Zeph, it's a small thing that you tweak. It gets a lot of progress. You'll never know, yeah? It might just be. Welcome, everybody. All the guys that's brand new, man. Roberto, just so you do know, Bongoletu, crazy people in here, but good crazy. All right, crazy, but the good type of crazy. All right, lots of teasing, lots of jokes and laughter, but we work extremely hard as well. All right, we put the work in. I'm just allowing one or two more other guys to get in, and then we're going to shift. All right, then we're going to shift and we're going to move. We got to see what is happening. Here's your phases in the market. Don't forget them. And the guys know that are joining us, or sorry, that have joined us, for some time. They know I'm always going through these phases. You have your movement phase, your breakout phase, your accumulation phase within the price movement. They don't change. I told the guys last week, people term them differently. You get contraction, you get expansion, you get accumulation, you get breakout. And I said to the guys last week, I'm not going to debate the terms you use, but as long as you can identify what the visual looks like, then you should be okay. All right, that's going to be the important part. Is everybody clear with that? We're just waiting for Chuck to give that tie. He said he's going to put a tie on, guys, just so you don't know. That's Chuck for you. All right, are you guys ready to rumble? It's 9:40. I think we are ready. Let's talk a little bit about the markets. Let's go into the technicals. Let's see what the bloodbath was left last week. Mr. W, were you watching that dollar here at 2 p.m.? Who was watching the dollar? Please let me know. I'd love to know who was watching the dollar. All right, let me just see. Quick show of hands. Who was watching the dollar last week, Friday? I'll be sharing the screen here, guys, as well. It's going to be very critical for you to follow me this morning, because obviously what has happened, we saw downside, but we also saw recovery. Everybody clear with that? We saw downside, but we also saw recovery. And so we want to go and view that and see what is actually happening there. All right, I'm going to give everybody 14 seconds and then okay. All right. Let me just make sure everybody's all right first. I'll be sharing my screen here. It's Monday morning, guys. Can I tell you something here? Just as my wife left the house, we did not see a flat tire, Mr. W. The moment she pulled away, the moment she drove, she's taking my little boy and my 10-year-old to school. Yeah, I see a flat tire. And guess what I'm doing early in the morning to get it started? early. And yeah, so that was a fantastic workout for me. And I hope you guys also had a very nice start to your morning. All right, can we go, guys? Are you guys sure we can go? Let me just make sure. Let me just make sure we can go. Let me just make sure we can go, guys. I'm seeing a lot of Ash is ready. You ready? All right, there's still a few more guys that's joining here, guys. Profits were too deep. Shakes, talk to us about that. Lucky, let's go. Johan, let's go. Don't worry, guys. It's Monday. We normally start a little bit, so just a little bit. All right. Are you guys ready to go? All right, here we go. So, guys, the dollar, very, very interestingly enough, we had quite a movement last week. All right. Jay, where do we begin? We started, if I go to my 1-hour chart here, let's go and see in detail what happened to the dollar. Bongaletu, let's go and check in detail here what happened with the dollar last week. All right, are you ready for that, Bongs? Where I give everybody nicknames. All right, so look at this. This was last week. Look at this. This was last week. Now, can I please speak to the guys that were anti-dollar, the guys that were pro-dollar? Mr. W, let's quickly get a few reminders here. Mike McLean, I told you I like the name. I'm going to say it out just like that. Mike McLean. So who was weakness? Who was strength? Let's quickly just get a tally once more. Who was weakness or who was anti-dollar and who was pro-dollar? Let's just quickly get the tally up again real quick. Let's just see. All right. Give me a sec. I'm looking. All right. Weak, strong. Anya, I was weakness, but made profit. Let's give Anya a round of applause with that one. Come on. Caesar was weakness. Werner wanted a he wanted a all right. Philip was pro. Toleseni weakness, strength. Laik, I was obviously strength. Jay, strength, strong, was weakness if power was David. Okay, Ash is being technical with us here this morning, my good people. All right. Hold on. I wish I hadn't traded last week. The volatile was too much for me to handle. Let us know some more detail there. You know, it's Monday. We want to see if there's any more, some lekker juicy stuff. Yeah. Weak, strong. All right. Now, you guys, there was a little bit for everybody. Is everybody clear with that? There was a little bit for everybody last week. You guys remember? Both weakness and strength came into the dollar, guys. Look at this. That was the weakness right there. Can you guys see it? This was the weakness, and this was the strength. So it went down. Can you guys see that? Mr. W went down, dipped below the 108.095. Laik, look at that. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Can you see this here? And then it recovered again. Guys, it recovered after that. And people think there's no strength in the dollar. Chuck, people think that just because the dollar is backed by nothing, there is no strength. The truth of the matter is it's not backed by gold. It's not backed by something tangible, right, Philip? The gold standard was taken away, isn't it so? But it still shows you the kind of power this thing has. Is everybody clear? This thing in one day, it pushes down completely and then it recovers again. And now we are above the 108.640. And if I switch to a higher time frame, now looking at the momentum, 109 is imminent. Is everybody with me? Caesar says backed by hopes and dreams. Who agrees with that? Mike McLean, do you agree with that? Backed by hopes and dreams. That's a very interesting point. All right, very interesting point, and we'll maybe get into that a little bit more. But let me conclude with the momentum. If we go over to the month before we hit the economic calendar, if we go to the monthly frame, look at this. Can you guys see this? We have carved out some strength all the way to 114 after it goes above 109. Can you see that, Jay? And it is so far on schedule. Now, what did I say to you guys? Overall, we're seeing a bullish momentum on the dollar, but we had a bearish delay. I'll say it again, Mr. W. Overall momentum on the US dollar, but we had a bearish delay. That delay is in the form of a pullback. It's in the form of a retracement. It's not a reversal. Is everybody clear? Can I just say that again? It's not a reversal. A reversal is when price changes from bullish to bearish. It is on its way up and it had a pullback. Is everybody clear? That's a very, very important thing for me to say, because many people will take a short thinking it's a reversal, but then they're actually trading the retracement and the pullback. And then that retracement is short-lived, just like you can see here on the monthly frame. It was short-lived. Look at that, pullback, and then it pushed and created another high there. This is a higher high, basically. Is everybody with me here? So retracement, pulled back, went and created another higher high. So some guys will sell thinking that it has now reversed. That's not a reversal. All right, I'm pausing there. Philip, does this make sense? Mike, does it make sense? Laik, Oleseni, does it make sense? Jay, Chuck, is everybody clear? Is all the ladies with me here? Anya, Ash, is everybody with me? Ari, Lefuno, Zeph, are you with me here? All right. I'm seeing Lefuno is saying I'm lost. I'm lost using MT5. Don't have, yes, nobody has it. All right. Bonolo, you clear? We're using Trading View to view it. All right. Okay, so the guys are cool. The dollar is fine. You guys know what's happening this week. Let me see what the guys are saying. Anya says you see more strength for today. Well, Anya, if we go to the first, well, to the 4 hours chart or the 4-hour chart, look at this. Look at this specific area here. Hold on for me. There. 28th. All right. Yesterday. Are we together? So far, it is pushing and resisting at this area here, 109. Now that's a 4-hour chart. 4, 8. Now if we go down to the hour frame, if we break this zone here, 109, and if I go to a 1 minute, which is what we normally do, we look for the highest high. Where do we look for the highest high? On the minute frame. So Anya, here is the answer to your question. If price breaks this area here, 109.486, maybe write that down. Mr. W, can you write that down? That's for the dollar index. 109.486. 109.486. You're welcome there, Shemaine. Absolute pleasure from my side. All right. We want at least a 2 or 3 or 4 hour to close above 109. Can you see that? Let me put back on the candles. There we go. We want at least 2, 3 or 4 hours to close above. If that happens, Anya, a bit more strength there. So far, it's rejecting. All right. Clear there? Clear, clear, clear. There's a lot of guys that's coming off, falling off, coming back on again. All right. So I'm just having putting a bit of accommodation in there for the guys. Maybe it's network and so forth. All right. So everybody's clear with the dollar index here now. Now, remember this week, let me ask, you guys have been watching your economic calendar. The great thing about the trading room, guys, is that you guys are becoming more competent every single week. So what's happening this week? Let's see what the guys are saying. What's happening this week? You should have checked it already. NFP, beautiful. NFP is happening this week. Is everybody clear with that, guys? Let me make sure everybody's clear. Now, what happened last week? We saw that there was a decline in the dollar. There was a recovery in the dollar. Now we got to ask ourselves, if we have pushed up in this way, the dollar recovering, is that not a precursor to what could possibly happen this week, Mike? Is that not a precursor that the dollar is actually strong and that we might even get some good results there with the NFPS? Everybody clear? I don't want to ask a question. I remember you said the fundamentals can cause temporary inconsistencies in the market, but if Powell and the Fed have a clear direction on interest rates, can add direction to the technical side. Yes, it can. Yes, they can. Absolutely. Can definitely do that. All right. Is everybody clear with what I just mentioned there now, guys? Is that if there was a recovery last week, do you guys see how the dollar can even gain more strength or has good confidence in the investor? Because investors are going to look at it as, whoa, look at the decline and look at the recovery and then look at the good open today. Can you see that? So they view that as a stronger dollar. Does that make sense? So you want to put your money in a security that can recover like that. Does that make sense, everybody? Also, what you must remember, guys, if you look at it from a different angle, all right, we got some Fed speeches ahead. We have the U.S. labor report and ISM manufacturing. PMI are set to dominate headlines, guys. That's this week. We'll look at the economic calendar specifically. You got Q2 GDP. I'm just naming a few. You got India, South Korea, Italy, Canada, Brazil, and Turkey. Just for interest sake, just for information purposes, that's GDP Q2 results and releases. And then also, guys, you have inflation rates for some of the Eurozone countries there. That's inclusive of Germany, there's France, there's Spain. Are we together? And then obviously for August, the PMIs will be released for China, for India, Spain, Italy, and Switzerland. So expect a little bit of movement there from the Swiss as well. All right. Now, if you go to the economic calendar, can everybody see my economic calendar here, guys? You'll see obviously today, there's a bank holiday, United Kingdom. Are we together, guys? Retail sales for the AUD came out better than expected. So we'll be looking at the AUD Swiss franc. I know that there was a disappointment in the AUD Swiss franc Laik. Big disappointment. We were going long there and that sucker just came all the way down. I have an emergency exit though that it has not violated yet. So we are still okay, provided that today that sucker doesn't go beneath it. If the Swiss franc increases against the AUD today, we exit that trade. All right, everybody? Is everybody with me here? Tuesday, consumer confidence for the US. So we're together, guys. That's going to be key. Wednesday, there's the PMI China, that I'd mentioned. ADP, Wednesday, private sector job releases. Willem, now say, are we together? Wednesday, and then Friday. Look at that. Always remember, Wednesday, ADP, Friday, NFP. Can I say it again? Wednesday, ADP, Friday, NFP. Is everybody clear with this, guys? All right. Got you there, Uncle Rich. Shout out to Just Vaps. And then we have the crude oil inventories there also Wednesday, guys. As always, there's your GDP for the CAD. You got your CPI year on year there for the Eurozone, which I'd mentioned, guys. Are we together? And then obviously Thursday, then the manufacturing for the pound, PMI, August results, initial jobless claims. These are monthly releases. No surprise here. Jay, is that clear? Is everybody okay with that? Because I'm ready to go and get my scalpel out and do a bit of peeling away of those technical levels. Let me make sure everybody's 100. I'll give you 14 seconds. I think this morning I'm going to give it a bit of a quick 14 seconds. Are we together? I was thinking I should establish a balance between the quick and the slow. I was going to ask Chuck on his opinion, you know, what he thinks, you know, about that, because seeing as he's into this crazy good content on 3D modeling, he's got a really crazy brain there. So I wanted to just find out what he thinks, you know, give me some structure there. Yeah. Should I have a quick one? Should I have a slow one? Should, you know, take the smart answer, Jay. Always a smart answer. All right. When is it never quick? All right? Well, we are with quick trade, you know, so we are with quick trade. So, you know, things are quick. Yeah. All right. So the guys are saying yes. Let's move, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready to peel back some layers here now. All right. Hey, Zulu Warrior, I'm telling you, the guy, it's levels, man. I was just waiting for the tie. He said he's going to wear a tie. Ladies and gentlemen, NASDAQ. Where's all the NASDAQ lovers here? Where's all the NASDAQ lovers here? Let me also just say this. You guys remember we were in a short here. Werner, we were initially in a short here, and look what happened. Just look, Mike, we were initially in a short. Philip. So, guys, our TP was not wrong. We were delayed. Does that make sense, everybody? We were delayed. And unfortunately, the fundamentals pushed us, you know, to the upside first. Is everybody clear? Did you guys see that spike, though, of last week? Did you guys see that? Pushed up all the way. And just look how it came down. Now, let's just do a bit of grafting here. If we go for another short here with the NASDAQ, ladies and gentlemen, please note we are beneath these zones here. Can everybody see that? That's a cluster. We then have this zone here on the side, on the left-hand side, and we have this zone over here. Is everybody clear? So if I switch over to the left-hand side, I want to find a level here that is realistic. Is everybody clear so far, guys? That would be over here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 1, 0. Now from there to there is 183 pips. Can you guys see this? Question here. Are we still falling? Are we still falling? Who thinks we have a support here? Who thinks that the NASDAQ has found a support? You're putting more volume here. Who else? Who else thinks that we are? So guys, who thinks that there is a support here? Let me just quickly find out who thinks there's still a support here, or who thinks a support has a form. Jay says, you think so? Anyone else? Anyone else? If there's nothing else, guys, I'm going to move on. All right. V says still down. Leatlis says me, no support yet on NAS, going to be sideways on NFP. All right. So it's only 5 guys that's giving their views. I'm going to move on, guys. I'm going to move on. All right. We're still falling. That's Sia. I think it's just correcting. No support. Now, guys, what's going to be important about this area here is to note the following. I'm putting on my minute frame. And I am putting on a level here. Please note this level. Write that down. 12522. 12522. If we, for whatever reason, still today, close above 12522, there's a very big possibility we go back to that specific area where it broke out. And that's at 12827. After it broke down from 1287, All right, that's 12827.4. We push down completely. So there could be the correction that's coming above 12522. All right, I'm mentioning that so you can write it down so you can monitor it. It might not happen right now. Is everybody clear with this, guys? Let me make sure everybody's clear. 12527. Anya, the market will slow down this week until Friday. Let me ask the question. Do you think it's a repeat of last week Friday? Let me ask the question, because last week we had something similar happen. Please note, guys, we had something similar happen. We had price that was doing crazy things in the week until Thursday. On Thursday, things were moving sideways. Do you remember we were looking at so many pairs? We were looking at the dollar. We were looking at the NAS. We were looking at the commodities. And there was genuinely just the sideways movement. And then Friday, all hell broke loose. Is everybody with me here, guys? So in the same manner here, Anya, do you think it's the same as last week? Let's see what the guys are saying here. All right. But this NFP is different fundamentals. Do you think it's going to have an effect? That's the question. Based on how the dollar recovered. Please don't forget, a week before the dollar went down and recovered. Put that into, or take that into consideration on the mind of an investor when they are seeing that kind of movement. All right. John says, I think the same will happen for the NFP. So John, look at this, guys. Let's quickly go to John's statement here. Look at this. If we go back to the dollar, do you think we're going to reach that specific resistance, which we have, and we're going to come back down again to go and correct that specific wick over there? Let me ask the question. Mike, what do you think? Do you think we've hit a resistance? The NFP comes out worse than expected or better than expected, but the market has a dramatic effect and comes down and corrects this wick that I am actually putting my cursor on now. Does anyone agree with that? Does anyone disagree? Talk to me. No, last week, Powell, when he opened his mouth, this week is just correction and NFP. All right. Listen to the difference there that Anya is speculating. He's saying, no, Powell, human being, said something, very important official, speaks on direction of the system. Are we together? From a finance perspective, the economy, is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Versus results that come out every month. This is going to be a great monitoring week for us as well. All right. Mike says they're going to finish its business. Who else agrees with Mike? We're going to come down here. Who else agrees with Mike? We're going to come down. Fanny, yes. Jermaine, yes. Anyone else before I move on? I'm going to move on. Anyone else before I move on? Anyone else? Anyone else? Very possible that sees where says, I hope. Up. All right. Could be a spike. Okay, with you. Good. Guys, I'm loving how you guys are discerning this thing. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. That's the NASDAQ. We have it there. Now let's go to the other indices now. Let's go to the other indices. S&P 500. Looks like we're coming back down here. We were not wrong with our previous analysis. If it closes beneath 4093, 3981 is the next zone. We were not wrong. We were delayed. 3981. Is everybody clear there? 3981. All right, Mike, can you see that? Lefuno, can you see that? Teresa, Kuzai, can you see that? Morning, Lerato. 3981. It's now in the movement phase. I would not recommend for you to get into this one now. It's only 45 pips away. It would be a waste. Is everybody with me there? It would be a waste. It would be a waste. Let's move on. Let's move on. Dow Jones. It's hit 32059. This is done here. Is everybody with me? Now we got to wait for some formulation. I'm going and I'm dropping down my time frames to see if there's any formulation. 6 hour, 4 hour. Look at that. Look at that. 2, 1. Guys, this looks like a rising wedge to go further down. Is everybody clear? Down to the zone here. All right. So if we do this, hold on for me. I'm going to show you something here, there. Please write down 30571. 30571. Ash, what are you doing? I'm showing you levels. I'm showing you levels so that when you see it, once again, you see whether the analysis was on point or not. So I'm giving you levels. Rob this man's last week. 250 pips is okay. I know, I totally agree, man. 250 is great. Jay says if the dollar moves up, it could move up. Yes, but we saw the inverse relationship last week. It wasn't correlating. Nazi was correlating with gold. Is everybody with me here? Where's EJ? WTI, Brent, gold. You guys watching it, yeah? The week was not correlating. And DXY. Now, guys, look at this. Look at this. That's a very big fall, guys. To there. It's too big. So we need to go in and actually put our scalpel to use now, all right? So from where price is now to there, 5244. Let's go even deeper. Are you guys ready? There. Please write this down, guys. This area here, 31793. 31793. 31793. Mike, do you have it? Mr. W, do you have it? Mpo, do you have it? Teresa, Laik, Bongoletu, Henny, Ari, do you have it? This is 264 pips. Dow Jones, NASDAQ, great pip distance in between. S&P doesn't have the same pip distance. All right? Are we together? Resistance is 96. We're close to the resistance, Jay. You spoke too soon there, like 91. All right, you guys have it. 31793. Chuck, 31793. Did you get your lemon and cayenne pepper in that this morning there, Chuck? Please tell me you got your lemon and cayenne pepper in, all right? 31793. Are you guys clear with that? Let me make sure. Oh, it's just, it's just good for the mood and for the body, Boy, everything around your side there. Let's move on, guys. We're going to go to our commodities now. We're waiting for the break. Yes. It looks like it's creating some form of, look at this. Hold on. Watch, Mr. W. The rising wedge here. Rising wedge. If I go to a shorter time frame, you see it better. I can actually move it like that. So you can see it better. If I go to even shorter time frame, you can see it better like this. Can you see this rising wedge here? Question is, will we break out to the top side and do a little bit of a correction or come straight down? So that's what we're essentially waiting for. Can you see it? It looks even better now. So when you draw it on a shorter time frame, it looks better on a higher time frame. Can I say that again? Because on the shorter time frame, you're putting in all the detail. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? And this pattern makes it clearer for you whether you're going to take a specific trade or not. You're tempting me with this minute world. Guys, when you're drawing patterns on the minute world, you have more clarity with the price actions. Everybody clear there? That is such an important point. Even if you go to the 1 minute, look at that. I got all of it in. I got it all in there this morning. I don't know about the other guys, but I got it all in this morning, yeah? Plus the 4 nuts on that tire. I got it all in there. Guys, I can't remember the last time I changed the tire. I was sweating profusely there, Mr. W. I'm telling you, I was sweating profusely. I can't remember the last time. Yes, you touch wood. Shouldn't happen again anytime soon, All right, can I move on, ladies and gentlemen? I think we are okay with the DJ. I think we are okay for the DJ. Jay says, looks like today's tire day. I had to pump my wife's bicycle tire this morning. All right, so it's tire day. But listen, if there's anyone that had to change a tire this morning, please let us know. If maybe it's just me, Jay. All right. Let's go to our commodities, guys. Brent, is Etienne online? EJ, are you online? All right, so look at Brent here, guys. Just look at Brent here. We're going back to the 100.55 level that we initially wanted to long Brent from. EJ, can you see that? We're going back to the 100.55. We were spot on with the resistance. We were spot on with the rejection. We pushed down, found support. We're moving back now. Now, please, guys, make a note of this. Make sure that you have the 100.55 level mapped out on your chart. And secondly, put a 50-day moving average there as well. Ash, why a 50-day moving average? Because we would like a break and close above the 50-day. Is everybody clear with that, guys? It's already broken. It has broken above the 100.55 level, but the moving average, all right? Simple. SMA. All right, SMA 50. We want a close above. Why? Momentum. The momentum was not strong enough to close above the average the last time. Is everybody clear? But we want the momentum above now. So hopefully that happens. Is everybody clear? And if it does break above, there's an example. We have about 78 pips right down the exit there, 108.80. 108.80. I don't understand what you mean there, Lirato. May I put for 15 minutes? I don't understand what that means. I could understand what it means. Maybe just said in a different way. All right, luck is clear. The guys are okay. WTI, whilst I wait there for Lirato. This guy over here, we're seeing 98.46. The time frame has nothing to do with that moving average there. Are we together? The moving average, we are measuring the past 50 days and the momentum thereof. So whether you put in a 15-minute, whether you put in a 5 or 30, the 50-day will be there in terms of momentum now. We are tracking momentum. So we're using the daily, the past 50 days. That's what we are actually measuring. We want the momentum. So we're not looking for the entry right now. We're looking for the momentum. Is everybody with me there? We are looking for the momentum to close above the 50-day moving average. All right? Not the time frame. Not the 1 hour or the 20 or the 15 or the 2 minutes. We want the 50-day. All right. I see the guys that are saying also a rising wedge here. Remember, a rising wedge is generally in a downtrend that shows us a retracement that has taken place. Are we together? Everybody with me there? Rising wedge to what? To fall. Falling wedge to rise. Does that make sense? Can I say that again, guys? Rising wedge to fall. Falling wedge to rise. Is everybody with me? I'll say it one more time. Lucky says, can't see your screen now, viewing pictures of participants. Guys, can you guys see my charts here? Let me just make sure you guys can see my charts. Lucky cannot. Chuck can. Jay can. Finally can. Lucky, just check on your side. Mr. W can. All right, so Lux, just log out, log back in again if you cannot. All right, it could just be a technical glitch. It happens. There we go. All right, so this year, ladies and gentlemen, from a daily perspective, we're looking for 98.46. All right, 98.46. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Everybody clear? All right, if I can, then I can move. Let's go to gold. Gold had a very big rejection. 94.38. Yes, it is. If we do break above the Laik, 94.38. Sorry, I had a tongue twister there. 94.38. Yes. If we break with the daily frame, remember we're looking for momentum with these guys now. Brent, we're looking for momentum. WTI, we're waiting for momentum. All right. Got you. Let's go to gold now, guys. Gold. Let's go and see what gold did. Remember, gold did a rejection there. Mike, big rejection at 1765. Let's go and see what that rejection has done. Look at this. Right down 1685. 1685. 1685. We are right on point with our analysis. Right on point. Guys, if by 12 o'clock we close beneath here, intraday traders, this could be a trade for you here by 12 o'clock. If a 12 o'clock candle, half the day closes beneath here, this is an intraday trade. The guys that are trading with more conservative or from a more conservative angle, you're going to wait for the daily. You're going to wait for the daily. But our analysis is spot on here, guys. Our analysis is fantastic. I want to give you an intraday level here. Can I please give it to you? Which will be more risky at the end of the day, but the guys that are looking for shorter distances of pips, I'm going to give that to you. All right, everybody clear? Intraday, it's going to be a little bit more risky. You guys know that. You're not a stranger to that. I don't need to consistently mention that to my regulars. Write down the following: 1708. 1708. 1708.19. Write that down. That's an intraday level. Intraday. It's riskier down there. That's about 140. No, 125. So 125 pips there. You guys got it? Yeah, I think he's wearing shorts. You know, the nice Hawaiian ones there, Zulu Warrior. All right, 1708.19. 1708.19. This is for the intraday guys that's looking for shorter movements and more riskier. Your stop loss is going to be tighter, but the guys that's more conservative, 1685. Please write that down. 1685. The guys that are more conservative, that's going to wait. Is everybody clear there? Everybody clear? 14 seconds. Jace clear. Crystal with Chuck. V clear. Is all my senior gentlemen clear? Where's Mr. W? Where's Mike? Where's EJ? Where's Henny? All right, Anya's cool there. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love it. Let's push forward, guys. This is obviously dependent, guys, Mr. W, on the performance of the dollar. Don't forget on the dollar performance. So you can see we're pushing down here. Let's go back to the dollar. Let's see what it's doing. That's a 1 hour chart we were looking at. Let's look at the hour on the dollar. Still bullish. Look at that. Can you see that? So the dollar is looking bullish. All right. And gold is looking bearish. Ari, you're asking the close below on at 12? Yes, at 12 p.m. At 12 p.m., yes. That would be half a day. So it's this candle here. That one. All right. Everybody clear? Below 1724. Below 1724. Below 1724.11. Between 1724.11. Between 1724.11. Crispin. Phenomenal weekends. I did. I don't know about the rest of the guys. The guys have some chisanyama. I'm not so sure. Maybe the guys like Ubu Laik, them, they had their fish, their snook. You know, we don't know. We just let's go look at the dollar pairs now. Let's go look at the dollar pairs, guys. Quick question here. I met I met some guys. They told me they're having snook for the weekend, and some of them said they're having it with jam, and the other ones are not having it with jam. Is there anyone here that likes the dry one? Is there anyone here that likes the jammy one? You know, the guys. I know Zulu Warrior when they say jam. You know, I've heard of it, but I have never tasted it before. I don't know. I like the dry one. Yeah. USD Swiss franc though, guys. Look at this fellow. Anya, 0.97788. Mr. W, look at our analysis here. Look at the delays, but look at our analysis. 97788. This is our long. Is everybody with me? This is our long. We had a very big delay last week, Friday, but 0.97788. Who still has this, guys? Zef, wet, jam, or dry? Zef, I don't know. Wet, I don't know. Ewan, Zef. Guys, who still has the TP here from last week? 0.97788. Did you get stopped out? No, hold on. When you say got stopped out, was emergency exit or stop loss? Emergency exit or stop loss, Mike? If it was a stop loss, I can agree. You would have been stopped out. Look how low it went. But if it's an emergency exit, stop loss. Thank you. Got you. Bonolo, can we still enter? I don't see why not. If the dollar is strengthening, as long as we have a risk and reward, let's first see. All right. Because currently, it's obviously pushed up now. The breakout happened before, retraced, and this is just the momentum that has been catapulted from the bottom to the top. So if we go for the long right now, 0.97788, dependent on dollar strength. That's the basis, 76 pips. 76 pips. I don't like the 76 though. Want a little bit more because the stop loss is going to be tight. Look at this tight stop loss here. Bonolo, 35 pips. More volume, but also more loss. Does it make sense? Also more loss if it hits your stop loss. So if it's 0.10, that's $600. You don't need to lose. Does it make sense, everybody? Is everybody with me here? If you go, for the guys that want to go a little bit higher, 1,500 Rand, 35 pips. Guys, I don't think that's worth it. Can I be honest with you? It's not worth it to put your account at risk like that. Everybody clear? Remember, we also choose wisely. Is everybody clear? Can I make a very, very simple example here? Do animals, I'm talking carnivores, predators, Mike, do they choose wisely? Mr. W, do they choose wisely when they're actually hunting? They do. They sit, they don't let their scent into the wind. They look for the sick ones, they look for the young ones, they look for the ones that's hurt. Are we together? So they choose wisely because their hit rate, their target is more likely to go down. Is everybody clear? So let's use the same principle and use wisdom and say, guys, in this specific case, you have 100,000. You can put in that 0.25, but why lose 1,005 on your 100,000? Does it make sense, everybody? Rather gain 1,005 on your 100,000 by choosing wisely. Is everybody clear with this, guys? And there's a lot of guys that don't have the discipline for that. Let's just conclude on this one here, guys. Now, if you have 2,000 Rand or 3,000 Rand, half your account is gone. Is that worth it? No. Let's move on. Can we move on? All right. I see V says, if you see the lions that only eat buffalo, they, man, I've seen some buffalo throw some lions around as well, you know. I've seen them throw around. All right. So let's move. But I've seen them, Zulu. USD CAD. Here we go. Now, from a daily perspective, guys, we have 1.32592 that we highlighted last week based on dollar strength. But this is fighting the Brent at the same time with the CAD. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Here is a thought or food for thought. Do you think guys are going to run to the US dollar now because of the recovery it did last week? Feeling that, listen, even although I know CAD is a commodity-driven currency, are we together? Is everybody with me? I have more faith in the dollar because of the recovery. Brent and WTI is very slow. It's been at that 100.55 mark, got a rejection. It's only moving up there now. It's too slow. The dollar's recovery was faster. So if you get a quicker recovery rate on a security, what about a boxer? Mr. W, Philip, Laik, Chuck, if you guys watch boxing, recovery, a guy that can do a certain amount of fights and recovered 100%, you have faith, you will put your money on that guy, isn't it so? Everybody with me there? You're going to put your money because the recovery is great. So your probability of getting your result out of that guy is going to be greater. So the same with this year. Is everybody clear? Investors are looking at how quick do stocks recover. So they're looking at the liquidity of that specific security. Is everybody clear there, guys? They're looking at the liquidity levels. Is there volume there, Jay? Chuck, is there volume? More volumes, quicker recovery, I get my money. I'm in, I'm out. Especially us, Ferrar, that are doing the short-term trading now, that's extracting 100 pips, extracting 125, extracting 250 pips. We want quick recovery movement or quick recovery securities. Everybody clear? So here we have 1.32592. I'm going to leave it for you. Make a decision. I'm not going to get in the way of this one here. I'd rather observe this from a distance. Are we together? 1.32592 is the exit. It is doable. It is only 182 pips away. That's doable. That's 2 days movement. It's like 2 days movement because major pairs move like 80, 90 pips a day. All right, everybody. Is everybody clear? Everybody clear, guys? Can I move? AUD USD. We have two areas here, one for the aggressive guys, one for the conservative guys. I have a zone of 0.68442 for the aggressive guys that want to get in after that and take it down to 66793. All right. Aggressive guys here want to take a little bit more risk there in a higher price or at a higher price, 68442. 68442, break beneath there, we short it down to 66793. The conservative guys to leave it to first break beneath 68 flat. 68 flat. This level here was given by one of the guys last week. I think it was a Chuck. One of the guys gave this level here. Maybe just correct me here. There's someone that gave a level 68 flat. There was a level of 68442, but then there was someone else that gave 68 flat. It was Chuck. Chuck, I think it was you, my friend. All right, maybe just let us know there. All right, buddy. So 68 flat or 68442. Choose your pick. We want momentum down there. Is everybody clear? That's a lot of pips down there. Is enough time for you to get after a daily frame. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Might not be so sure. All right, don't worry. It's all good. If two people are saying it is, maybe it is. We don't know. All right. Can I move on from this one, guys? I want to go to Euro CHF. I want to go to AUD Swiss franc as well. I just want to finish up with these dollar pairs here. All right. These are obviously dependent on dollar strength, as always. It hit our TP though, like, yeah. Knocked out TP right off. Beautiful. All right. We're going to go to that one as well. NZD USD. Guys, do you not find this strange here? We had a look at this. Remember that zone there? Who remembers this zone here that we pointed out last week? It actually went to that zone and even further for short. Laik, I think you were in a short here. I think you were in a short here. All right. Hey, Webs, be careful, winner. You win. Be careful. All right. That's my. You see that the Zulu warrior. Did you see that? Be careful, Webs. All right. So it hit the zone. It went past 61664. Now, guys, what's very important here? We have a level of 6453. 6453. That is about 66 pips away. That's not worth it. 33 pips once again. Stop loss, very tight. All right. Are we together that you can lose a lot of money? Godfrey, Big G, you can use. There's a lot of money you can lose there depending on the volume that you're going to use. Is everybody clear there, guys? Is everybody clear? Can I move on, guys? Can I move on? GBP USD. GBP USD. We did not have a TP here. We were just watching this one last week. We were just watching it last week. Hold on. Let's do this even to the daily, because the daily will give us some more data for us to work with. Many guys will say, let's put the TP here. Ash, let's just put the TP here. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me show you guys what most guys will do. They will say, just put the TP here. Can you guys see that? But that is not a guarantee, eh? There's a lot of guys, they will put the TP there. That's not a guarantee. So what we do is, we put back on the candles, we move back. Let's go and find, is there a level that's more recent, that makes more sense? If there isn't, you got to drop down. Listen to this, guys. I hope you guys are listening here. Mike, if there's no level on the daily, you got to drop down another level. All right. Now there's no level at the back, and that's 114. We drop down another level. Now we got to move back again, and let's see if there's something now. Give me 1 second. They're very strong, but Zulu, they're strong, but there's no proper pivot point. This is a proper pivot point. Everybody clear? And that is currently 115 pips away. Is everybody clear here? I'm talking to all my intraday traders now. Is everybody clear there, guys? Even from a weekly perspective, if I go back, look, there's our TP, 1.15430. I'm speaking to my intraday traders now. All right, everybody, 1.15430. Momentum is a different discussion, because when you go to the higher time frames, there's no other support there. Is everybody clear? There's no other support. I'm going to say it one more time. There's no other support on the momentum, the higher time frames. Look at the monthly. If I zoom out and I switch, look at this. It's gone to an all-time low there. Mr. W, can you see it? All right. So there's no support on the momentum time frame. There's only support on the shorter time frame. So we're doing an intraday trade here. I hope you guys are seeing the difference in the trades. Everybody with me? Zeph is asking, would I enter now? Well, first of all, no, because that's the lowest low on my minute frame. Price is still above that, Zeph. Are we together? You have two options. You can enter now and take the risk that it will go and close beneath there once again, or you can wait for wave 2 to actually close beneath there. I'll say it again. All right. You can either enter now or wait for it to close beneath that lower low, and then you enter. All right. Got you. Just checking. All right. Let's move on. AUD Swiss franc and Euro Swiss franc. All right. Here's the AUD Swiss franc. Laik, if you took a short here, we want a long. We want to go to 68764. I'm back again saying to you, I'm looking for the long. I'm back again saying to you, I'm looking for the long. There's an emergency exit here. Please write it down. Write it down. There's an emergency exit here. Hold on for me. I'll give it to you with hold on. No, this is the Euro AUD. Can you guys please write down the following level for me? It's too far down. No, write this down for me. If a daily frame closes, emergency exit. If it closes, it'll be in the 6-6 range now. If a daily frame, 40 pips away, below 66056, please write that down. 66056. That's an emergency exit. Still looking for the long here. No, hold on. Gerard, what will stop loss be for AUD USD? Gerard, we are so far away from that one now. Let's finish up with AUD Swiss franc quickly. I'll go back there. All right. Let's quickly finish up with AUD Swiss franc. All right. So guys, we're still seeing the long here. All right. I see Mike says still in the short there from Friday. Yes, still in the short myself as well. Are we together? I'm waiting. So this is the emergency 66056. Like you're asking for the long. This is still a long trade. If you went for a short, great, not a problem. But hopefully your short does not reject here and then go back up. That's the only problem. If you took a short, fine. Took it based on for whatever reasons. But if it rejects here and goes back up again, you're in trouble. Is everybody with me? So the long here, emergency exit 66 or 0.66056. Is everybody clear there, guys? Is everybody clear there, guys? 66056. We are currently in the 66 range. We are now in the 66 range at this point right now. So we are only 40 pips away from our emergency exit. Only 40 pips. That's nothing. All right. I'm seeing if you want to enter what level to wait for, you can enter right now if you wanted to. The emergency exit is assisting us here to know when to get out. All right. Okay, I actually answered Osborne as well. All right. So guys, remember now, if you want to get into the long, it's a very nice low price. All right. I got in here at the top right there. Can you see that, Mr. W? I'm in there after that breakout. So look at that delay now. So I'm in a deficit. Cool. But I have my emergency exit that I'm watching. So if you get into a long here, you're in a lower place than me. Does that make sense, everybody? Lower place. TP, there's 68764. So whether you're in my area or whether you're getting in now, the emergency exit is going to stay the same. Ash, why will the emergency exit stay the same? Well, simply because it's at the dip. It's the lowest, you see there, Mr. W? That is the lowest area in the dip. And it's within the 6.6 range. So whether you get in now, whether you got in where I got in there at the top, it doesn't matter. The exit works the same. You will actually be better off than me if I must close the trade. Does that make sense? If I close the trade, I have a bigger loss than you depending on the volumes. All right. The TP is 68764. 0.68764. Yes, stays the same. All right. So are you guys clear here, guys? Potential double bottom. Yep. And it did create a high. That's a high. That's a new high. Broke out there. Boom. So hopefully this high, it's not a strong high, but it's a high. And hopefully that high becomes and turns into a higher high now. All right. Hopefully it turns into a higher high. If you enter, are you talking about entering now there, Mike? If you enter now again. Okay. All right. So if you're going to enter again, and Mike, if you enter again, your exit still remains the same. Okay. Emergency exit remains the same. But if you want a stop loss now, we're taking it a bit further now. If you want a stop loss, 0.68764, that's 225 pips. That's very nice. That's very nice. Stop loss is going to be at the bottom of the emergency exit. Oh, this is actually beautiful. Right there. 65415. 65415. Everybody clear there, guys? Everybody clear? Good people? I think the guys are right. I think the guys are right. Let me just make sure. Everybody all right? So I'm joining everybody here on a second position, which is now. All right. Join everybody who is taking a position now. I just joined the guys for second position in AUD Swiss franc. Exit remains the same. I will get out at that area of 66056 if it goes there. Remember, we're looking for a daily frame beneath. If a daily closes there, what is 8? Philip, ons is 8. Ons gaan nie rond speel nie. We out. All right. Everybody clear. Stop loss 0.65415. It is below the exit. So we're going to get out before that. Is everybody clear? We get out before the stop loss. That's the ideal situation. Godfrey, that's what you want. Chuck, you actually want the emergency exit above the stop loss. Does that make sense? The price does not, or the chart does not always allow that, but that's the ideal situation. All right, so the guys are in. Can I move on? Can I move on? Let's go to Euro Swiss franc. That was also a signal, I believe, that it came out. Just before we go there, look at this, Laik. What did I say to you about that short? What did I say? What did I say to you about that short? What did I say to you, Chuck? There's the short. Jay, there's the short. Mike, there's the short. EJ, there's the short. Anya, there's the short. Everybody clear there? There's the short. V says, Ash, how do you get the EE? Okay, I'm going to see if we can get another example. All right, Zulu, and I'll show you. All right. Is there anyone else that also needs a reminder? Yes? And Jay is right, on a daily. Yes, he's right. Is there anyone else that also needs a reminder here? I want to go to Euro Swiss franc in the meantime. Maybe we can actually get one there. Let's go. Euro Swiss franc. Let me get a new template here. Hold on 1 sec. Are you guys still okay? Double thumbs. Everybody's still all right. Everybody's still cool, right? We're 10:40 in. We've got about 20 minutes left, all right? We might even finish earlier. It all depends, all right, everybody? But I think we are right. We at least got a trade, all right, in for the morning. Is everybody clear? At least one, all right? Let's quickly go to the sell there. So Euro Swiss franc sell. I'm going to a weekly frame first. I'm going to zoom out. All right. Now, hold on. Let me go to the monthly rather. Let me deal with the monthly. Now you can see from this perspective, it's at an all-time low already. Look at that. Do you see the challenge here now? All-time low. Are we going to find a pivot point here, guys? Yes or no? Because it's past here. Mike, it's past our pivot point. Look there. That's a problem. It's past. Look at that. Can you see that? So if it's past, remember, guys, I want to give you two spectrums. I want to give you a long and a short angle so you can make a decision. Does that make sense, everybody? Does this look like a short for now? Talk to me. If it does, I would understand if you're coming down to 9.5. Absolutely, I'd say 9. There we go. 9.5, 500. Let's see. 9.5, 820. All right. So the TP here, guys, there seems to be two here now. Two TPs here. There's going to be a more conservative one. There'll be a more aggressive one. 9.5, 500. If you're looking for the short, if you agree with the short, that's what you're looking at. Is everybody clear? Right there. Now, let's go down and do a little bit more work here. Is everybody clear? Tanto, been on a short AUD Swiss franc since Friday. Would it be ideal to exit now? That's Tato. Can we just deal with this Euro Swiss franc quickly? Tato, just remind me when I'm done with Euro Swiss franc. Just remind me to go back to AUD Swiss franc. You know, I don't want to hop and then guys forget. I want to go in a nice systematic pattern so everybody stays with me. All right. So let's deal with Euro Swiss franc. We're going systematically. All right. So let's do some more work here. 12. That's the 12-hour, right? First TP 95820, second TP 95500. Now, guys, can we agree on the following? All right, and you let me know, Mike. Let me know. Let me see if the guys are with me here. If I drop down now, and I drop down again, and I drop down to the hour frame now. Now, watch very carefully here. All right, Bongoletu. I zoom out now, taking that off. Watch. Look at this hour frame here. Can you guys see how it has actually put momentum in place? Can you guys see that? You see the momentum? There's a channel that's running at this moment in time. Can you guys see that on an hour frame? Now, if you go back to the, and you go up again, look. Do you guys see a short? I'm trying to give you two perspectives here. Who sees a short? If I put it like, if I give you this perspective, do you guys see a short here? Higher time frames, the channel is up. Is everybody clear? Is there rejection there? Yes. Bonolo sees short. John sees short. All right. Jay says don't. Philip sees long. Who else? I'm trying to give you perspective here using tools. All right. But I'm gonna show you this now. The hour frames is showing us upward momentum, right? But watch. 30-minute. Look. 20, 15, 12. Let's do this now. Let's change the color so you can see what you're working with here. 10, 6, 5. Let's just move this out. 4. Look at this. 3, 2, 1 minute, right? Now watch here. If I go back to the hour, is the minute frames retracing? Yes or no? Is the minute frames retracing? Yes or no? Talk to me. Is the minute frames retracing? Yes or no? Yes, they are. Is the hour frame retracing? The hour frame is still showing what? Up. Is everybody clear with that? We need more minutes to come and close beneath the zone here. Is everybody clear there, guys? Is everybody clear? We need more minute frames to be closing beneath these areas here. So let me highlight them for you. I'm trying to give you a different perspective here, just so that you can say, okay, Ash, I see the short. I understand what is being said here, but there's higher lows. Everybody with me? Higher highs. High, higher high, higher high. Is everybody clear, guys? So essentially what we need price to break here or there for us to take it down there. That's about 50 pips away. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Do you see why I'm actually doing this? It's because I want you guys, when you get a signal, like, you know, Chuck, Jay, when you get a signal, you go into your charts and you go and detail it down to see whether you agree or not. Is everybody clear? So it's about 50 pips away there now. Now you have to ask yourself, are you going to get in? Are you going to get out? We cut ourselves from a 30 pip stop loss just now. And we said it's not worth it to get into a 30 pip stop loss. Is that clear, guys? What makes this one different? Even although you can see that there is a possible short here. If you go to the higher time frames, it looks like it. Can you see that? Because of the rejection. Is everybody clear? The rejection here is what guys are going to use for the short. Is everybody clear? But some of the guys are going to say, you know what, I hear you, but the minute frames are just still traveling within that higher low there. I want to conclude on this, guys, and say to you here, if you look at the 15-minute, look at the higher low. Mr. W? Higher low. The minute frames are still above the higher low. If it was beneath this higher low, I would understand. Is everybody clear? Jay, I totally agree. I totally agree with you. Guys, signals are signals. Don't forget that. What I just did was I wanted to show you what you should be doing with the signal. Don't just get in a signal. And that's not only from QT. If you have a friend that sends you a signal, or you see it on a site like Bloomberg or investing.com, you see strong sell, or you download an app, and it says strong sell, Guys, go and check out the charts first before you do anything. Is everybody clear? All right. Is everybody clear with that? Can I move? AUD USD, that was for Tato. Wanted us, no. Was it Gerard? Gerard, AUD USD. Gerard, was it you for the AUD USD? Let me just make sure. I want to go back. AUD USD, then I go to AUD Swiss franc. All right. Stop loss here. There was two areas here. All right. There was two areas. If you get in after 68442, I can't give you a stop loss because you don't know where it's going to close. We said if it closes beneath 68442 for the for the intraday traders, are we together? Then we short it down. It can bounce from here. It can possibly bounce from here. Are we together? So we first need to close beneath 68442. The other guys are going to wait for 68 flat before they get in. So there's no stop loss here. All right. And then Tato, you wanted the AUD Swiss franc. Am I right there, Tato? Just let me know, please. Let me just make sure before I move on. And then I want to get to V with that emergency exit there. Okay, guys, I'm going to try and come back to everybody. I just want to make sure that I'm covering my bases. AUD Swiss franc, you were looking for. Tato, was it a stop loss? Just put some sprint into that, my good friend. All right. We're looking for a stop loss or a TP or what were you looking for there? Your message is right on top. It's going to save time if you just mention it real quick. All right. And then whilst I'm getting it from Tato, V, emergency exit, you use it on a daily frame. Ash, why a daily frame? Simply because it's a 24-hour window for you to make a decision. Why the daily frame? Because the daily frame is also telling you about the momentum. I'll say it again. Because, guys, it doesn't help someone tells you something or explains something, but they don't give you the why. Is everybody clear? Tato, I'm still waiting for you, all right? So, V, daily frame. One of the reasons are 24-hour window to make a decision. It helps calms the nerves. Psychologically, it helps, all right? Number two, you are waiting for the momentum to show you something. All right, so you went in for a short. Look, Tato, this is what I can say to you, all right? Because I cannot tell you what to do. That is by law. I cannot tell you what to do, all right, by law. If price closes beneath here, 66322, that's the lowest low there on the minute. Are you with me there, Tato? I can give you options, and the options should at least give you some clarity to put you in a position to make a decision. So if you get 66322 and you get a close beneath there, your short could possibly be safe. All right. And yes, Anya's right. Mondays, the market can open slowly. Absolutely. So if you get closing beneath 66322, your short is safe. If it rejects there and it goes up and it starts closing above 66571, different story. Now, if you're in for a short here, can I give you an emergency exit here? Are you guys ready for this? If you're in for a short, let me just ask, who is in for a short here? Who is in for a short here? It's Tato and who else? You're waiting for the long. I was, but close the trade. All right. That's EJ. Anyone else? Ayanda's long. Faith, you in for a short. Write down this emergency exit here. 66907. There's your 24-hour period to get out. Long Bonolo. And it is currently 48 pips away from it. That's your 24-hour period. If a daily closes above there, safer to get out. Anya says, AJ, also glad I'm not the... Listen, it's maturity to be able to close, okay? Tells me how mature you are from a trading perspective. Are we together, everyone? Is everybody clear, guys? That's allemaal reg. That's allemaal reg. Let me make sure. Is everybody clear? All right. You guys know Mondays generally slower. Then you get your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You guys are clear about that, right? Let's do a quick recap here, guys. Quick recap. Are you guys ready? What happened on Friday? We got a dollar that weakened. We had a dollar that recovered. All right, guys. With the recovery of that dollar, what happened to the rest? A quick recap. Quick recap. What happened to the rest? Gold plummeted down. NASDAQ, Dow Jones, S&P plummeted down. Everybody clear so far? Brent went up. Everybody clear? Right? If the dollar strengthens again this week, we need to start looking for positions. I want us to, from a Monday, we say, okay, we've done a tally of what happened last week. Let us now say, all right, come tomorrow morning. Not even with our recap, guys. With our recap at 4 p.m., price might just be ranging today. Does that make sense? We want to see where price closes. So this is what we're going to do tomorrow. Is everybody with me here? You can even write it down if you want. What we do tomorrow, I'll see you at the recap to see what has happened so far. But this is what we're doing at the recap. We are going to look for levels in favor of a stronger dollar. Is everybody with me here? We will be looking for levels in favor of a stronger dollar based on what has happened last week. Is everybody clear? Yes. All right. So based on what happened last week. Did I say last year? Last week. Last week, we're going to look for a stronger dollar, all right, in our securities. Is everybody clear with that, guys? Did I make myself clear with that? I hope I did. I hope the communication was effective. I hope it was efficient. I hope there's understanding based on how I communicated with the guys, all right? All right, beautiful. So check your charts. There'll be more to check, obviously, with our recap. We just wanted to basically see what has happened since last week and just find out presently where we're at, and then we build on that. All right, everybody. From me to you, as always, don't forget, if you want to see the session, go to YouTube, guys. Now, the Quick Trade group or the Quick Trade channel, that's where you'll find us. We are no longer on Facebook. All right. I don't see clear upside with AUD Swiss franc, so I'll stay out until it reaches a better entry. Got you, EJ. Laik V, please dress up better for the recap. Laik, please put a tie on. All right. The guys that joined us on YouTube, Chuck, you as well. For the guys that joined us on YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in. All right, don't forget to subscribe, and you'll find you have a notification once you click on that bell. All right, I'm doing the stuff that Laik does now with his VAPS channel. Didn't think so, but yeah, here we are. And I'll see you guys at the recap. All right, at 4 p.m.